Okay, hello. Hopefully I'll come back.
Oh, yeah. I can't see you or anything at all, Maddie. I just see the OBS
Oh,
logo.
I think I just have to restart virtual camera.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome back.
All right. Thanks for your patience, everybody. The last 2 weeks, we've had bad luck. We've had low computer mana.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But thank you everybody for your patience. Oh yeah, those hot pink sensor bars were intentional. Um
Yes, it's the fetish pink. For those of you who have not seen our fetish stream, it's one
go
of our best, I think.
We've done two and they're both really good.
Yeah. So much fun.
Um let's pivot for a second. Um so I just literally I actually found this on just as a little break to talk about something else related. I uh happened to see this on actually on our Tumblr on Reddit. Um and I just was immediately like, this is so perfect. This post is so much like just uh so perfect for our stream today.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a just a post that I saw. Um. Wait, hold on. Whoop, that over there. Okay. So there's this game. This is from Paper Mario Wiki. There's this game which automatically conscripts you into play when you create a Tumblr account, and it's a scoring rubric that looks like this. I'm very curious on just your first gut reaction to this post without more context, because I think this is such an interesting idea. And if too many of the things you want to have sex with are in the pink zone of this triangle, you score low. You have probably seen this game played without realizing it. Whenever somebody says "hear me out," they're looking to score more points.
Yes. And there's also a phenomenon long documented of a character who is not visually depicted, say like a Welcome to Night Vale character, who
Oh,
everybody makes him look like conventional good looks quadrant, and they all need to die for that. But you could depict them as an abstraction or a non-human or a monster, and
right.
people white boyify everybody and
Yep.
everything. And that means you lose, but we are all losing all the time. Like we are failing to break open the world's shell, and to create a new world and begin the world revolution. Like, because we're just making white boys out of everything.
Right, and I think there is there is there's like there's a range in this pink circle too, right? Like this guy is like, it's Matt Doyle. This is,
Mm-hmm.
this is fucking Matt Doyle at the top, right? And so there's
Mm-hmm.
like all like, of race and fatness and queerness and all that stuff that's within that, but then there's this larger thing. So I thought this was very fun, and I think it also brings up this idea of like gender and sexuality being like, I don't know if there's a difference there. Like you were talking about, like, like I like we were talking about like butch identities, right? Like that is like very much a gender, right? Like um
Mm-hmm.
and I immediately knew that we had to talk about it when I saw this follow up of an anonymous asks, "Do you have autism?" Yes, thank you.
Is on Tumblr. You don't need to ask.
Yes.
Their name is Paper Mario Wiki. What is wrong? Like,
Yes.
baby, you don't need to ask.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
yeah, so there's a lot more here.
well, yes.
So, been thinking about this some more. I find it very funny that people are somewhat predictably trying to score more points in the notes. For those people, here's a more specific map as well as examples for each section. So,
Oh
we
god, I'm about to get red. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh
S-
fuck.
which this is so interesting. So, we got high fantasy sector, elves, orcs, gnomes, etc. And then it's sort of split into these two hemispheres. We have organic hemisphere and inorganic hemisphere. So Persona Event Horizon is in here, and I think there's some overlap too, actually, here that they don't express of like there are certain robot sonas that are very furry, right? But they
Protogen would count.
Right, would be kind of in the middle here, but because and it makes sense because that's the Valley of Constructs is sort of in here. I love the way they've named all this stuff. And then we have on the organic hemisphere going down, we have bipedal cutoff border, and right in the dead center is stick figure representing a purely generic depiction of the quote other in a sexual connotation, absolute middle.
Yes, so like that porn where it's just disembodied figure. And it's not supposed to represent any race or gender, but maybe they're just penetrating or they're just being fucked or whatever. It's just depicting bodies in relation.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so there's bipedal cutoff border, and then all the way up again on this triangle is this zone of actual bestiality, points deducted. It's funny to me how big this zone is. Like, you would hope it's really small, but it's like, no, there's a lot in there.
There's a lot of animals.
There's a lot of animals. And then there's Garden of Sexual Arbory, which is really good. All the just like plant fuckers. Again, I love the sizing on this. The Garden of Sexual Arbory is almost as big as the Fursona Event Horizon. In this person's conception, there are as many people trying to fuck plants as furries.
Well, I mean, vines and stuff. There's not as many. Many. You're right. But like, vines can do stuff.
I guess it's not amount of people that subscribe to it, because it's like most of the. Oh yeah, I love that they've labeled this up here as utter humanity, which is such
like with disgust. Oh, you want to fuck a handsome man? Fuck you.
You should be
We're
shot
trying to fuck
in the streets.
Yeah.
After the revolution, you'll be up against the wall.
Yes. You're an enemy to our liberation.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many.
Quarian mentioned Tree Fucker George, the person from our fetish stream. Yep, Garden of Sexual Arbory.
Oh no, I think they were making a Spiders George joke. Tree Fucker George.
Well, we did have someone in the fetishes stream who likes tribbing against trees. So.
Yeah, so that was Tree Fucker George, who is an outlier and should not have been counted. But yeah, here on the other side we got Valley of Constructs. And it's so interesting that this goes into abstraction. So it's like Valley of Constructs, border of tangibility, and intersection of metaphor and theory are these kind of borders. And then it goes into zone of pure concept, defense necessary to score.
I love this. Oh,
it's really good.
Like, here's how I have to explain what I mean, that I'm not fucking death in terms of the Grim Reaper. I'm thinking about, Oblivion or whatever the thing is. Like, you have to explain it.
So here's with some examples.
Oh. Yes.
The choices, because some of these right? Like,
yeah.
Like, what a furry is, but their choice to have this fucking dog.
Oh, it's the Wolfman transformation where he's pulling his shirt off.
Yeah.
Scar is also a really good choice for the bipedal cutoff because he is on all fours, but like
so anthropomorphized.
He's very fuckable. Like nobody could fault me.
Yeah, like, and there's that scene with Mala. Is it Mala, the girl
Nala.
one, Nala, and the girl one, and the main character, and she's like, she's giving him the fuck me eyes. It's like nobody, you can't see that and not, get a little twinge down there. To it, yeah. Everybody's jerked off to that. It's like that XKCD that's like, well, most people aren't in the sciences, and so they don't know, they only are like, they're not into math, so they only know a few formulas. It's like, right. Well, most people are, but everybody's, come to a couple non-human characters, like,
like Nala.
Like Nala. But I really love these choices of the carnivorous plant as the choice for the garden, what was it, arboreal, the Garden of Sexual Arbory, is such a good choice. And then just two fucking Dobermans
Dobermans.
it's so
So
I don't
funny.
know why it's so funny to me that was the choice because it's so real. It's so fucking real. And I love that Fish is like the like like there's some level of like like on the scale of bestiality that a fish is worse than a Doberman somehow.
Right.
It's just
Yeah,
like
Dobermans have like muscles, they're like mammals, like, and then a fish, when you really think about it, it's absurdity once you get to the fish.
right. It's
It's
as
kind of gone past horror to absurdity.
yeah, right. Which is the same on this side, where it's like you just want to fuck a sphere, like death, like you said, death, or this. I guess on this side, this is just the universe, right? Which I'm pretty sure is what that is supposed to be
Or
representing.
like part of a cell or something. Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, it couldn't be anything visually even depictable because it's so
Right.
abstract.
Well, yeah, like, and it's like interest. It's like, well, okay, I understand wanting to have sex with the universe, like that is more understandable. But like, once you get to a sphere, like, what are we talking about here? It's absurd. But yeah, I love this where it's like I mean, look at him. He's just a
Yeah.
darling little man. Of course, you want to have sex with the sad Hitchhiker's Guide robot.
Of all the robots to fuck, as a certified robot fucker and robot who fucks,
It's true. He's
so funny.
I would more want to go on it's true. I would more want to go on a date with him and cheer him up and, you know, try and cheer him up than like, I mean, I would, but like, I would have sex with him, but you know, put fucking GLaDOS should be in here somewhere, right? GLaDOS should be on here, but should be farther down here.
Yeah, Seb says got a lot of room in that head. Wow.
Femboy saphism with sad robot.
Literally. Yes.
Oh.
And then we got an orc and we got Pyramid Head as fantasy fuckables.
Yeah. And I don't know who this is. Somebody from Skyrim, I'm assuming.
Of course it is.
Just really, really good stuff here.
Holy shit.
So, this is another set of examples, it looks like.
Oh, jeez.
I love that whoever this is still there. They couldn't think of a better example.
He's the pinnacle of like of utter humanity to high fantasy.
Yeah.
Skyrim guy.
I'm not sure who this is. Somebody from Japanese folklore, presumably. But it's
in the fantasy category.
Oh my god, yes. Fucking who was this the villain in Robots? I haven't seen that. Is it it's called Robots, right? Talk about there's some characters with some dumpies in there. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that. I don't really remember.
Oh yeah, the mom.
Yeah, the mom's got a
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like right here. Like right here. She's like barely not normal fuckable.
Yeah. Everybody would fuck her. Right?
Everybody would fuck the mom in Robots. Like, oh man,
we got Sandy Cheeks as the furry.
Right.
SpongeBob.
I'm not sure.
We got some CGI snake. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she reminds me of characters from Crab Rangoon. Ragu. Rago.
What are you talking about?
Johnny Depp is a lizard.
Oh, Rango. Rango. Crab Rangoon.
Crab Gecko Rangoon.
Yeah. Rango could get it though. He was cute.
Rango could get it. And I love that they're like we could have a whole episode about the discourse about like fucking a cucumber plant sexuality.
Oh.
You know,
well, it
like
depends on what's in your mind while you're doing it.
Yeah.
It depends on your intention. But yeah, cucumbers, that's such an ugly choice.
Roller coasters is so good. GLaDOS and fucking the stock market is really, really strong.
Oh, oh my
Now you
god! And what was the
understand
animal?
why I needed
Dolphin?
to bring this up and not tell you about it.
Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah. My autism of wanting to know what to expect freaks out, but then my autism that likes charts and sexuality got a Christmas present. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is the correct choice.
So I think this brings up a lot of things. So this is so because I think you could have this exact same chart for our gender mood boards. Basically, like even when you're not talking about fucking them, of like I want to be like, if you just relabeled this as gender goals, it's, you know what I mean? Like it's the same chart. Although I would say, you know, it's the same chart. Although I guess there might be some rearrangement, right? Because like wanting to be a fish is not as wild as wanting to have sex with a fish, right? So it's like,
Well, and why not? Doesn't one imply the other?
does it?
Doesn't one imply the other? Just something to think about, everybody.
But I do think it's interesting, right? And I don't know. There's a lot that like I don't have specific thoughts about it, but stock market gender scares me. You're so right. I'd be terrified.
Quarian said the stock market fucks way more people.
Oh man. Yeah.
Very good.
So
but it is like most people's identity who's not on the autism website probably does hew pretty close to the utter humanity section of the mood board.
Well, I think the thing is, I think that there's a lot of people that would put a bunch of markers outside of this. They've just never considered it. But when you go it on Tumblr, you're like, oh, this is normal here, right?
We're all considering it all the time.
Right. We're maybe considering it too much for our mental health, but it's really good and important. So yeah, I actually reblogged this and tagged this person, and they actually gave me some more a few more details. How do you need info about my shit post for a podcast or something? Sure, check it out. So I'll just read this quickly, because I think it does add.
This is from Paper Mario Wiki, right?
Right. I reckon the scoring system isn't necessarily points, as there isn't really a meaningful numerical scoring metric, considering the terminal subjectivity of the whole exercise. To that end, I think if I were to be consistent with viewing this through that lens of being a sociological phenomenon, I'd probably say something like the actual scoring takes place within whatever social ecosystem one might find themselves in. The social media algorithm pushes people comfortably along through a space of posts from random people that are deemed to fit their tastes. Tumblr, however, is relatively purposeful in how it handles the dashboard, showing you posts near strictly from your following list, very rigidly in descending chronological order. Because of this, the ecosystem one interacts with is typically one where you'll see familiar faces often, and you'll likely grow at least some form of consistent rapport with community members around you. These people, this loose webbing network of acquaintances and fandom, are your judges. Naturally, the bullseye, or the best possible place to score, will lie within the general consensus of this group. Recall the Pyramid Head thing people were talking about a few months ago, where people were shocked to find out that there are individuals who wouldn't immediately consider Pyramid Head to be a normal, conventionally attractive person. This person, the one who made the post, was playing the game with a group they were not familiar with, and they greatly misjudged where the bullseye was.
Oh, okay. Let me just say that reply and all of this, I need to fuck Paper Mario Wiki.
Yeah.
Paper Mario Wiki, slide into my DMs. I am attracted to the abstract concept of your mind.
I hope that makes sense. I typed it all without rereading it, and I'm sort of high. So if there's any confusing grammar that you'd like me to clear up, please let me know. Parentheses, I don't mind pedantry. And then slightly later follow up. Nah, I just reread it. I explained it fucking perfectly.
Oh my god, I love them. I
They're
love this
so
person.
good. They're so
Holy
fucking
shit.
good.
Okay, we're gonna send them this VOD, and also that will be my love confession if they watch it. Paper Mario Wiki, you
They
are
might.
so autistic. Wow,
Um.
I love
So,
you.
so anyway, all that being said, so I asked where do you fit, right? Um. And so I asked, I'm anywhere inside the yellow. Context is super important to me, frankly, so I can be sold on a lot. So this is just for reference. This is where they feel comfortable. Is anywhere north of the yellow, anywhere north of the piss on this chart.
Oh, nice. Piss. They pissed on it. Great. I feel.
Press the wrong button.
I feel like abstract concepts are such. Maybe it's just because of the kind of shit I'm into is already just an abstract concept, so I'm biased. But it seems like such an easier sell because there's nothing squicky about it. Like
it's true.
fucking the stock market, being fucked by the universe, like being like I don't know, like that just is what any kind of like transcendent experience feels like anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's already abstraction. Maybe it's
Yeah.
because I only do stuff where you're dissociating, but like
Yeah. Where does hypno fit on here? Is hypno?
well, it depends on the type of hypno. Let me break it down for you. You could have a regular. Actually, okay, I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, this is huge. So first, you have the realm. You have the realm of utter humanity. Oh my god. Okay. So first, you have the realm of utter humanity, and this is where you have people who are just role-playing hypnosis, or they're doing stage hypnosis. They're a magician. And that's like human to human. We're just playing at hypnosis, maybe as a self-contained scene, and that's where a lot of people live. And a lot of that stuff's fairly boring to me, unless it's like within a much deeper like power dynamic. Then you have your high fantasy, where there's a lot. You have your vampire thralls. You have any kind of magic like
Wow.
compulsion, right?
So that's high fantasy. What? So
have
you're saying that hypno is a streak through this whole right?
there's hypno in each one of these sectors, and I
Right.
can give examples. Yeah, like so. Yeah, there's all kinds of high fantasy methods of hypnosis. There's definitely furry hypnosis, and when you go from Fursona Event Horizon into which a lot of the Fursona Event Horizon would look like furry drawings of people basically still doing human hypnosis, right?
Right.
Then you enter the bipedal cutoff border, and then you have Ka the snake, a lot of people's hypno route. So I'm imagining the snake is hypnotizing me and crushing me, and there's elements of vor and things like that. There is lots of plant imagery in hypno stuff. Poison ivy being the humanoid version, but there is lots of stuff you can read out there. Again, talk about vines and tentacles and seed pods and like aphrodisiac chemicals, or even being zombified by like a mushroom, kind of like also in Baldur's Gate, or Last of Us, where you're being transformed by the plants. Bestiality, that could be like either like the hardcore pup play transformation stuff. Lots of transformation would live in that zone, right?
Now there's some probably not even piss course, but that I think transformation and hypno are very can be the same thing, and I think that you can zoom out from that, and I think it's all just like power dynamic shit, right? Like it's just like it's just like fractals are like not fractals but like facets of power dynamic shit, right? And so there's all these different like fantastic ways to see that lens.
I think transformation also often has an element of like I'm so swept up in passion that I've lost my humanity and I've become something other than myself. So there is TF that isn't it's being imposed on you in power. It's like I'm just so horny I turn into a dragon. I become a horny dragon. So that's kind of in the zone of bestiality. In the Valley of Constructs, you have your robotification and things like that. Then you have consciousness uploading type stuff,
Yeah.
or like things of that variety in the border of tangibility. So either people having memories deleted or having their brain uploaded to the cloud. Some dronification where you stop even being an individual physical entity and become like the, shared consciousness. What is it?
Uh, Message from Paper Mario Wiki. I'm flattered. Thank you for your kind words. And there's more.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you for being here. Uh, uh, when I was a streamer 5-ish years ago, I had a community Discord known as the Pisscord.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
That's amazing. Okay, well, hi, Paper Mario. Call me. I'm a big fan of your work.
Uh,
I know nothing about you other than this, but
uh,
I love you.
oh,
Yeah. And what were the other ones? Like, oh yeah, and then it's just complete like ego death type shit. Oh, I can hear you getting messages from them. Tumblr.
It's fucking Tumblr's stupid message noise.
I like it, but maybe it's just because you get Pavloved into liking it. So yeah, and so then finally in the abstraction zone you have ego death, real like destruction of self kind of shit, which also has its TF element too, but like the more
Yeah.
like gaslighting kink, like actually literally dying and being like more than just physically zombified and all that good stuff, which I love. So I'm
Yeah, I
biased.
was thinking. I brought up TF because I think it's interesting that you can, like, because that's something I'm a little more familiar with, like that you could put TF also in all of these different, like you also could trace like TF as a thing that like into at the same way you're doing, and I think you can do that in a lot of different like. Here's something I brought up to you that we've never brought up of this dichotomy of deviant art. Okay, are your kinks deviant art or FetLife?
Right. Wait.
It-
Oh, we talked about this in person, right?
we
Not on the
yeah, we
stream,
talked about
right?
this in person. I've been meaning to
Yes.
bring it up on the show, and so yeah, there's a
Ugh.
whole discussion that we should put a pin in and come back to. That could be a whole
Yeah, 'cause
stream.
that's. Oh my god. Yeah, but there's like. There's elements of how much is it fantasy, so it can only ever be depicted in art, which is more deviant art,
Right.
and then there's like, oh, we're doing real shit, which is more FetLife. And with something like Hypno, which is all about headspaces, the line actually gets kind of blurry because it's like if I'm experiencing things, either physically hallucinating them or psychologically long term experiencing them, then they can be both, Um,
I don't know why can't I make. Okay, here we go. Just as a, I think we should come back to this, but are you more, I'm going to spell this wrong, deviant art or FetLife in your kinks? And we're going to do deviant art. We're going to do FetLife.
Oh, you making a poll?
I'm making a poll.
Holy shit.
And we're doing DeviantArt, FetLife, and we'll say both for people who feel that they're right down the middle, and then we'll add a not kinky. I don't.
Boo.
Yeah. We love you. No, we love you. It's okay. You can be here. Thank you, Corian. So yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's got kind of. Oh, I think I just did it for a minute. So that is starting now.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I should, but yeah, go vote in that.
Yeah. This is to me, it's such a false dichotomy because it's like it's deviant art for the stuff that's not possible physically. But if it's possible physically, hit me up on FetLife if you're trying to do it, like.
Yeah, it's
trying to make it real.
It's definitely not a dichotomy totally, but it is an interesting kind of thing to, it's definitely interesting to think about.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
we just got the face harness redeemed. Let me grab that out of the closet real quick.
hell yeah. Um, so yeah, that's about to end. Um, DeviantArt wins. DeviantArt wins by only one vote. I know I
Yeah.
did. It was very short, so I know that. So what we'll do more on that. I'm so curious. We got
Yeah.
one non-kinky vote. Saluting our troops for
You're very
being
brave for being here.
yeah for being you know you put in the world of what if gay was the majority and straight was what if gay was the norm and straight was the
Yeah.
majority
Normal
or
couple, yaoi
minority.
couple.
Yep.
Yeah. It doesn't have
Um.
the antlers on right now, so my apologies, everyone, but it still have the horse bit. So
Okay. So I definitely derailed this so much. With this
that
with
was
the
so good though.
I know, and it
I
felt like
love this
such an
bit.
important thing to bring into this. Um. So let's but once you get that on, let's get
Mhm.
into yours so we have some time uh
Sure, yeah.
to do that, and maybe I'll bring up one more Discord one, and I think we might have to do another another full stream on this or something because I
Honestly,
feel
yeah. Yeah, why
cause,
don't you do one while I get myself arranged? Yeah.
um oops oh oh uh,
Oh, got it.
um yeah. Oh, there's so much. I'm sorry to everyone that I'm not about to pick because there's so many good
So many good
ones.
picks.
Um, let's do this one because I just love all of this plant. This plant imagery is so good. This is B. Gender mood boards are such a fun idea. Visiting friends tomorrow. Yep. So they're not here, but yeah, this is this beautiful plant core one.
Oh, I
Very
loved this one.
very fey. Um, there's a few text posts. We need to be talking about veins, girl. There's wires in us. uh, I think one of the reasons I like armor and masks so much is that I enjoy not being identifiable as anything more than vaguely bipedal and hard to kill with melee weapons.
Oh my
uh,
god.
they need to make HRT that replaces your skin with metal plates and your internal organs like circuitry. Ugh. I see this that I didn't even read those. We purposefully didn't look in depth at any of these because I wanted to be surprised by the details. But yeah, I there's something very much about like plants and technology, like that vibe is very me that I want.
Yes.
I need to put a lot in.
Solar punk almost in a way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
called.
I don't think I know any of these people or characters at all.
It's very like hobbity.
Yeah,
Hobbity.
this character just looks like uh looks like it could be it could be a depiction of Frodo.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I
Or
l-
adjacent.
I love the becoming plant, just laying in the woods and becoming plant, letting the forest overtake you.
Yeah. It's like rotting. It's a little bit horrifying, but also beautiful at the same time,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Um. Yes, Transpeaks. We need Borg nanoprobe HRT. Absolutely. Um. This beautiful deer
Oh, that's really nice.
with all the plants on them. Um. And oh yeah. And I love the few like bunny or maybe hare. Oh, this character has a bunny or hare, and then also the bug wings. The bug wings are really
Mm,
really cool. There's also that bug wing, and then there's that rabbit there.
that's
Really
super cool.
really cool things going on here.
Yeah. A blue octopus says the cosplay on the bottom is Catechus from Critical Role, who is in the Dollhouse brackets. One with
I
sword is a fantasy photo shoot I did with siblings.
Oh
Oh, so one of
wow.
them is from them.
That's so cool.
Super cool. That's really beautiful.
Yeah. I thought that was Critical Role because I know Critical Role does the cow esque. I forget what species that is. Um, very beautiful. Thank you. We love the throwing pictures on a white page, and we love this. We need more of
Yeah.
both aesthetics.
And using photos of yourself as your gender mood board is so ascended.
Yeah, I looked at some pictures of myself, and I when I was kind of playing around with it, and I definitely love that. Fear bulks, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely
Annihilation,
gorgeous.
and some of that is on. Yeah, yeah. Malorosaurus says, "Wow, I forgot about Annihilation. Some scenery should definitely be on my board." And absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great pick. So much cool shit in that. In
All
the
right,
book and in the movie. All right, you want to see my blorbos?
let's see your Blorbos.
So I tried to not pull up my most obvious ones. I mean, some of them are my obvious ones, but like I say Link, but Link is actually on there. So what am I talking about? But
I tried not
I
to
didn't want
put
to just put.
people like Link on there, except Link is on there.
Yeah, but it's a specific porn artist version of Link. Like,
Ooh.
um, yeah. Uh, but I wanted to have like just like vibes a little bit too. So should I full screen this or is it good like
Yeah, no,
this?
full screen is best.
Okay, we'll do slideshow mode. Um, so yeah, so this is what being Devin Price means to me today. Where to start? We got Greg Araki. I love all of his movies and everybody in his movies from the 90s. Um, well, there's a picture from one of them on the next slide because yeah, I got multiple slides. You already know.
Oh,
Um,
I love their bottom text is there. Of course, it needs to
yeah,
be.
yes, I got the Calibri font and then I have Comic Sans, which are my two fonts.
Your fonts is so good.
Pearl from Splatoon. I love Pearl from Splatoon 2. I love what a little shit she is. Again, that's in that kind of imp vibe, like
Mm.
little piece of shit. I just love a little piece of shit. And that's also Midna from Twilight Princess. I just fucking and it's imp Midna, not human Midna. Um, again, total little piece of shit, mastermind, asshole, little imp with a heart of gold. Um, we got the Soren Air pod mod vape system, which I used to have.
Oh my god, that's great.
And it's in like an oil slick finish, which that is something I really like. Oil slick, iridescent, snake skin, anything that's kind of like beetles that are like iridescent and shiny, anything that's kind of like multiple different color shifting and kind of animal. I really like that kind of shit. So I also have some little snake print bike shorts as well in there. I got a screenshot from the video game Eco, and that's actually
Mm.
the boy with the horns in here is where this tattoo comes from. Cursed boy with two appendages he doesn't want that get knocked off by the end. It's a metaphor. Um,
It's a
and
metaphor.
it's a fucking metaphor. Really, really beautiful game that means a lot to me. I have some bondage stuff here, not just because I like the aesthetic and I like leather and doing all this shit, though that's certainly like a factor, but like it's also like such a like sensory thing and like an experience of reality thing where it's like I was just noticing this recently that it's just like easier to talk to people when I'm blindfolded and I don't have to look at people and things like
Yeah.
that where you don't even have to worry about where is my eye going.
Yeah. I
Like you can
I
actually just relax.
I remember you saying something kind of similar about like being at Furfest too.
Yeah. Yeah, when people are behind masks and there's no reading their faces that has to happen,
Yep.
it's really, really relaxing and freeing. So this is both like, so it's that, it's like you're in the void a little bit, and sensations are heightened. Like I just lose a lot of like inhibitions in anything that kind of does that. So that's there. I got my
That
little like
that
fuck boy.
particular mask is so fucking good too. I've never seen one exactly like that, and that's like ugh. I'm
Yeah,
obsessed with that.
yeah. I might need to get me one of those. I also love the nose hole. Like I just really like my nose, like, and like I don't know, like it's cool. Like I love a gag too. Like everything about it is just like a really cool fucking aesthetic, and like dehumanization also being very gender, not have
Yeah.
any like markers of expression. I just slaps. Then I kind of have like my more kind of day-to-day fuck boy kind of jewelry douchebag, I don't even know exactly what to like hype not hype beast, but like the hype beast boyfriend kind of thing.
It's almost a
This is
little
all from
e-boy. It's almost a little e-boy.
yeah, yeah, e-boy, definitely like those kinds of like aesthetics and just like steel and stainless steel and stuff like that. Um, and this is all from a jewelry maker I really like called Vitali, which Grimes also has stuff from them, but that's just purely I discovered it first. I discovered it first. It was
Grimes
just like
is inspired by you.
right.
What
I-
is the art of ring stacking?
that's just from their website. Like that's just that picture of that guy. That's just all from one image. That
Oh,
just is
okay. So
yeah.
is that like
So it's just
ring stacking as in having a bunch of rings on your hand at once?
yeah, yeah, which I'm not even that into rings right now. I'm more into like chains and stuff, but like that's just again just taking that um aesthetic. Um then we got a squirrel, um, Midwestern mammal. Like I love how like soulless this one looks in the eyes. That's very good.
Yeah. It is
Um
very much an imp. That is continuing the imp theme.
that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, but it's true. And then I got
You
a
know,
cortado.
you
Oh
know,
wait, go ahead.
squirrels are communists too, right? Like they're or even just like anarchists, right? Like they don't hide nuts and then remember where they are. They just hide nuts in places squirrels would hide nuts and then when
Yes.
they don't remember where they hid them, they just like go and look in places squirrels would hide nuts.
Which that's how I manage my downloads folder. So it's real. Yeah.
Uh,
Like they're cute, but there's also something kind of feral and scary about them. One time I saw a squirrel carrying another squirrel's whole body with it in its mouth on an
oh my
electrical
god.
wire. And I had to Google, like, is he helping him? He was not helping him. He was gonna eat him.
Oh my
So
god.
I like that. They're like cute, but they're also evil and they eat trash and like, you know, but they're also woodland and fanciful. Um, Got a cortado there. I just think like it's like a perfect balance of like creamy and bitter. I just think I relate to that. I don't know.
I
It's just a
love that.
well balanced drink. And then people have been seeing me posting about Saltburn a lot lately. This is Barry Keoghan in Saltburn. Um, it's a stupid movie. It's
Yeah,
not good.
I saw people posting about this screenshot specifically because like the other character that he's like talking to in like the verse shot has like a halo and it's like wow the symbolism like baby's
Movie magic.
baby's first symbolism.
Yes. And the creator, she was a Tumblr girly. And it's all through this movie. Like she said that like was a big Tumblr girly. And you can see everything. It's like she was into Hannibal, and you can see it, the fucking antlers. Like she was into fucking probably Super Hulock and some bullshit. Like it's all over that movie. The plot makes no sense. The characterization makes no sense. But it could not be more engineered in a lab for me. And I'm getting it. Like little short king, scammer, murderer, gay, freak, dear boy, like
Yeah.
and they're literally even freshmen in college in 2006, which is when I was a freshman in
Oh
college. So the
wow,
soundtrack,
that's wild.
yeah. And also, like, I don't like, so our friend Jet Vector saw Saltburn playing at Sidetracks, which is this gay bar that plays a lot of movies and musicals and stuff. And he was like, had no context for it. He thought it was an older film, and he was like, "Was this movie like super influential on you because the character looks like you, everything he's doing is just like you?" Like, I was like, "No, I haven't even seen it."
That's so funny.
And then I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is me!" And like, I don't know, I was getting gender euphoria from looking at his rat boy swag. Like, a lot of the things I'm insecure about, I was like, "Wait a second, if he's cute,
Yep.
I'm good."
And
I'm
he's
good.
very, I mean, he's like, that whole steez is very in, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even just shit about like the way his like hair falls and like shit that I'm insecure about just weird shit my hair does. Like I was just like, oh, it's a rat boy. It's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm a rat. It's fine.
This is a very quick total tangent. I think I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase thought. What is it? Thought just ending cliche. That's the wrong thought.
Terminating cliche. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there are positive thought terminating cliches. Like I think lock in is a thought terminating cliche. Like, oh, I just have to lock in. And so I love that oh, I'm just rat boy is it's just a thought terminating cliche, but the thoughts that are terminating are, you know, like I'm not man enough or whatever. Like
yeah. Oh, mine is the opposite. So I have a lot of insecurities around like, oh, I've made myself not pretty anymore. I've made myself ugly and weird. All that. That's my brain worm that I get that like is just like the like, you know, the transphobia brain. And so like looking at him who like lots of people want to fuck Barry Keoghan, but he's also a little ugly. Like he's like, and it's like, he's hot. That's fine. I'm a rat boy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares if I made myself uglier? That's cool.
Hell
like,
yeah.
That's fine. So like, yeah, the rat boy thing has been very much positive thought terminating cliche. Bimbofy yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So I have slides and slides more. So we won't get into it all today,
yeah, because we've run out of time, but I think we're just gonna have to do gender mood boards to the Squeakquel, and do another like full fucking stream about this, because we did barely scratch the surface on this shit. So, you know, I love this. Like, if we don't finish, that means we have more to talk about. And it doesn't mean we should cram it into this stream. It means we need to fucking do a sequel. So, yeah. If you're watching the VOD, we'll do another one next week. That is August 2nd. And make a gender mood board, please. We'll go through more of them. Yeah, maybe if you've done one, do a revision, resubmit. Please censor titties and unfortunately you can vibrators they're really mad about. I don't know why. But yeah. Let's do some more. We'll see the rest of Devin's beautiful slideshow 2.0 next week. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, thank you everybody who made such beautiful mood boards this week. And also, like, it can transcend mood board. It doesn't have to be visual. Make a playlist. I mean, there's limits to what we can show on stream, but like, make a playlist, make a short film, like, make a recipe, like anything.
Oh, yes.
That helps you. Make a painting, make a sculpture.
Do an art about it. Do an actual fucking collage. Get some magazines.
Yeah, that would be dope.
And again, like, it doesn't have to just be about gender. It's about style. It's about sexuality. Go get that triangle from our new friend, and where score some points on there. Yeah. And you know, hit us up in the Discord and wherever, or tag us on Tumblr or whatever. My work Canva, yes, we highly suggest use your fucking work Canva account.
Oh my god, absolutely. Somebody uses Freeform. I just use GIMP. Same.
Yep. I mean, there's gender, you know. Use that bad program.
Use GIMP.
Oh,
Be GIMP.
be GIMP. Be GIMP. Um, and OBS didn't crash again, so I'm feeling pretty good
Yeah,
about myself.
that's good. Yeah. Oh, oh, thanks for your
Somebody,
patience, everybody.
yes, thank you so much. Somebody, please, instead of money this week, instead of subscribing, just send us spare computer mana. We apparently need it.
Yeah, yeah, something. But you've diagnosed what the issue is, so
I think so. I don't
most
know for sure,
likely.
but I'm I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm almost certain I know what happened. So
Yeah. I also noticed, like you said, you were going to try out captions. I don't know if we.
we did not. I don't know why
Okay.
they aren't working, but I noticed that last week. But yes, captions are coming. It was way easier than I thought. I'm not sure why they're not working, but I think it's something simple. I just forgot to check it again this week because they should have worked last week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't
there's
think they worked last night, but yeah, it must be some little thing or something.
yeah, I think it I just forgot to make sure they were turned on correctly.
Oh, okay.
Um let's check we can check our see if there's somewhere to send everybody.
Yeah, do you know if Callisto is trying to stream again today?
Oh, yes, that's right. Callisto, are you around? Are you trying to stream?
Yeah, I can text it as well. Yes,
I
and it is a huge amount of technomancy being done here. So, like,
It posted in the Discord. It is not available. Okay.
okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure we didn't
Yes,
pass you
thank you.
by.
Thank you for remembering that.
Oh yeah. Gotta get
We can do Ampuko. Ampuko's fun.
sure.
Ampuko I know does oh yeah, it looks like they're doing another bit rate reduction marathon where you can donate money to reduce the bit rate of the stream until it becomes
Yes.
unwatchable.
Oh, I love that shit. That's so
It's
cool.
it's really good. Um yeah. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for hanging out. This was a really fun one, and
Yeah.
stay tuned for another gender mood board. And it suggests what else should we be talking about in this discussion and all that shit.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, everything you share in the Discord about just even like your thought process and what's as you're making these things like is super interesting. Like it's both the product and the process here for sure. Um, so it's been really cool to see and read all of it.
All right.
Okay. Well, thanks for being here, everybody.